Hey everybody, it's another fine day here in the QC, Charlotte, North Carolina. And as always, I'm glad to see it. And as always, I hope everyone is well today and are out and about enjoying this beautiful day the Most High has given us. I'm kind of excited today to share this word I had, or this thought. And it is praise, the spiritual rope-a-dope. Praise, the spiritual rope-a-dope, or the Ruach rope-a-dope. And the Most High gave me this idea, this thought, or this word over the weekend as I began to ponder my last few weeks, or at least the last week more intently than anything else. And what a tough week it was of distractions and opposition. And I know some of my editing was kind of off because I was cutting out segments of the videos or the recordings that I think that wasn't relevant. I shouldn't, well, relevant is not the word, but what's the word? It wasn't beneficial to the hearer. And a lot of it was because I got a little out of myself and was upset, and the Most High had to let me know that I was paying more attention to the attack than I was the master of war, which is Yahuwah Sabaoth, the Almighty God. So this weekend he whispered in my ear, he reminded me of the rope-a-dope. I'm like, what's up with the rope-a-dope, Pop? And he was like, remember how Ali used to ball up and let them guys just wail on him and beat on him? And it almost seemed like he was letting them get a couple of punches in to me now. It's like he was letting them get a couple of punches in so they would continue to try to beat him down. Which most of the times that's what it looked like, they was beating him down. But then all of a sudden he would pop out, welling me back up. And the Most High began to share some wisdom with me. He was like, when Ali was on the ropes playing mouse to the cat, he was able to hear more clearly not only what he heard in the gym while he was training, but he can hear from his corner man a whole lot clearer. He could take the time to focus in on what his corner man was saying instead of the crowd, or maybe even his opponent at the time. So I just wanted to share that thought today, and I'm sure I have another thought concerning it once I get on my ride. But don't fall for the okie doke. Use the rope-a-dope, and that's praise. And see, just like I was saying, as far as Ali being able to hear his corner man when he used the rope-a-dope, we too can hear our corner man more clear, and that's the Ruach HaKodesh. Once we use the rope-a-dope, once we close out all the distractions that we've been hearing, we can hear the Most High more clear, and we learn how to do what he tells us to do. Then we'll see ourselves coming out victorious. But see, that's the hard part in this battle, in each battle we face in this world, because it's a physical realm. It's kind of hard hearing from the Most High when you're distracted by the physical. And as I said in my notes, it's like we're being bombarded. What is it? Bombarded with all kinds of attacks. And like I said, here, there, and everywhere. And when that happens, we're getting close to a breakthrough. And the Most High is ready to show out, but we have to tune into Him and do exactly as He tells us. And see, that's what praise does. Praise takes you into the ruach. It takes you out of the physical, so you're able to hear from the Most High clearly. And see, that's the key. Taking your focus off of what you're going through, the physical, and put it back on the Most High, which is spiritual. And then getting the spiritual answers to the physical problem. See, this world was created through a voice. So we have to hear the spiritual voice that's trying to recreate our situation. And when we hear that spiritual voice, we have to be obedient in the physical so we can usher in the spiritual answer to the physical problem. Just like the Most High said, let there be. So we're letting it be. Whatever He say be, we're letting it by being obedient. But I'm going to get to my ride. Stay focused this week on what is attacking you. And that's what else I said in my notes. A lot of times once we're getting bombarded by a whole lot of attacks, we tend to take our eyes off each attack and to study that attack and see what that attack is coming at you for. Because what the devil is trying to do, and that's one of my words for today, is exploit your weaknesses. And exploit means doing great feats, and it also can mean taking advantage of other folks or trying to take advantage of other folks. And usually through their weaknesses or their error. But it's totally up to us not to be exploited by the enemy. Take every attack, not for granted, but know every blow is a decisive, well studied out attack of the devil, of the enemy. So we have to absorb that attack and listen to the Most High as far as what He was trying to attack in your life. And most of the times you can see where He's trying to attack you, where He's trying to come at you with. Just like last week for me, it was these guys out here throwing their frisbees close to me. And see, I took all that out of my recordings last week because I was angry and I didn't want to push that anger out onto whoever may be listening. And the next thing he came at, and that was that racist energy that was being pushed out all over the nation at this time, and really all over the world. So see, we can't, as the Most High's children, we can't get suckered into that. Just like when we're in a fight, you can't get suckered into stepping out in the middle of the ring, and that fella you're facing has so much more energy than you do. And see, that's how the devil is. We can't defeat him on our own. We need the Most High directing us how to strategically fight back. And see, the key about all this is the Most High sees every attack. He sees it coming before it comes. And He knows the counterattack that you need to enforce. But it's totally up to us to listen to Him. And let me get out. I said I was gonna walk around the track one time, and then come back and ride. Cause I have got to use the restroom in the worst way. Yeah, I pray that if I don't ever get a point across, that I get this one across this week. And that this should be applied this week. Not just for the day starting off the week, which for me it started off yesterday. Praise is your spiritual rope-a-dope. We have to use praise to counterattack the enemy. And what praise does, pardon me, it opens up your ear to the Most High. You're not only your physical, but the spiritual ear. And when the Most High told me this over the weekend, it was like the clearest thing I ever heard him say. I'm not thanking for that because that's maturity. Being able to hear his voice. And not only hearing his voice, but having the heart to react to his voice and be obedient. Because a lot of times that's our problem. We hear him, hey there, and we want to act like we don't hear him and do our own thing. And then later on come back and say, I didn't know. And see, he wants us to learn to hear his voice clearer. Be obedient the first time. Because as I said last week or the week before, we're entering a season where we can't make mistakes. Where they will cost us our lives. Yeah, and I thought that was a good analogy as far as hearing from your corner man. Because a lot of fighters, they, like I did last week, get angry and let their enemy or their opponent get inside their heads. And see, Ali was a master at that. He was the master of getting you out of yourself and fighting the fight he wanted you to fight. And see, that's how the enemy of our soul is. He wants to get us out of the fight plan the Most High has for us and fight on his turf, on his grounds, by his rules. But whenever that happens, we got to stay focused. How you doing? You look just like my grandmother. Have a good day, ma'am. God, that lady look just like my grandma Lou. Ma'am, can I take a picture of you? Can I take a picture of you? I don't mean no harm. I wanted to share it with my sisters and brothers.
What's your name?
My name is Robert Holloway.
Robert Holloway?
Yes, ma'am. I'm from Browntown, North Carolina. And you look like my grandmother Lucetta.
I didn't think you said.
I said you look like my grandmother Lucetta.
Lucetta who? Joan
Grant. Lucetta
She
Grant.
she looks like me.
She looks just like you.
What you say?
I said she looks just like you.
Your sister?
No, my
Where
grandmother.
Is she?
She passed.
Oh,
My grandmother, she looks just like you, or you look just like she did.
why you bring them to see me? Me.
She passed already.
Oh, boy,
But it's good to meet you. What's your name?
Margaret Moreland.
Molan?
Moreland.
Morland? Good to meet you, Miss Margaret.
So she said Margaret Moreland. Margaret Moreland.
Margaret Morland.
No, just one. Margaret Moreland.
Margaret Morland.
Margaret Moreland.
Okay.
Margaret Moreland.
It's good to meet you. I ain't mean to disturb you. You have a great day. Y'all be good. Stay safe. Yes, ma'am. That lady looked just like Grandma Lou. And she was always the one to tell me, whatever you do, keep your hands in the Most High's hand won't never let you down.